Hey everybody, it's time for the Player 4 podcast.
Yeah.
Tristan, that's your cue right there.
I know, I'm saying it! Hello, I am Tristan, aka Shagrazir on the Rooster Teeth website.
I'm Alex, aka Chaos Black 21.
I'm Joseph, aka J Dunlap.
And I'm Stuart Cox, formerly known as Mass Halo Gear. Still known as Mass Halo Gear, just not on the RT site.
Formerly known.
Guests.
Will be known, just not known like that right now.
You
Yeah.
have two different Twitter accounts, don't you?
Yeah, well, one's a private
other
account.
one's
I just
secret.
get. Yeah, the other one is a private account. I just get to just vent on. It's fine.
Don't worry, we're not going to give out both Twitter accounts.
That's fine.
The main one is Mass Halo Gear.
Yeah,
I had
the
to,
main one is fine.
request special access to follow the other one.
Yeah, it's an account where sometimes there's just things that you just. Sometimes work-related issues I can't say it on Facebook and I can't say it on my main Twitter account, so I just vent onto a private Twitter account, just like, "Grr!"
Or saying things like, why am I up at 3 in the morning?
Or yeah, the other bit where for some reason I've just got loopy at 3 in the morning. I'm like, tweet that. It's fine. That's what that Twitter account's there for. That's what that Twitter account's there for. It's just for all the mumbles and jumbles that
I'm
don't
no
quite
sleep
make sense.
tweeting. Enjoy, internet.
Yes, exactly. That's
I
exactly
just
what
woke
it
up
is.
in the middle of the night and I had a thought. I'm gonna put it on the internet now.
Tristan,
How could
I'm
this possibly go wrong?
Tristan,
Checking
I'm
the
glad
next
that
day.
you decided to actually remember to say the Rooster Teeth site part, so I didn't have to correct you this time.
Hey, I know I forgot it last time. Oh, you gotta bring it up, man.
I have few victories in this friendship of ours, so I have to take it.
It's the small things in life, is what they
You're
say.
gonna
You know.
take it and like it.
Exactly.
How were your holidays, Stuart?
My holidays were great. I woke up. We didn't really have any family around this year. Not like we can, but it's a case of we normally go somewhere. Instead, we decided to stay home this year. So I was like, oh, cool, And being totally just like every other Christmas, I slept in till 1 in the afternoon.
Oh,
Alright then.
that sounds glorious.
I've done that.
And I woke up, went downstairs, and everyone was there like, oh, cool, okay, so Mum opened her gifts, Dad opened his gifts, and then I opened my gifts, and they went, we're going to see you in about 5 hours, right, for food? And I went, oh, I can stay. And they went, you really want to play on your Xbox, don't you? I went, I'm just going to go binge, I'm just going to go watch, 2 seasons of High School DxD, and they went, sounds about right, we'll see you in 5 hours for food. I went, perfect.
Come down for supper.
Yeah, and then came down for supper, spent a bit of time, we talked, we just kind of talked about what we're going to be doing in the next few days, because they're not working, and that was it. Pretty much it. I was like, cool, I'm just going to spend 3 days watching anime. Me in a nutshell. It's exactly how I spend my holidays. I wish it was more interesting.
No, that's okay. My holiday was I was up early and it was just gathering the family, trying to get them to sit still and open their gifts and pretend to enjoy each other's company.
Pretend.
Well, I mean, at least I didn't have to pay them to do it.
Just throwing 50s at people, it's like dollar.
Is there a term for that?
I don't know, is there?
Is it an Oprah thing?
I don't know.
You
Paying people
get
to
a
enjoy
dollar
themselves?
and you get a dollar. Everybody gets a dollar.
No.
I mean,
Stuart said 50s.
I don't know, that was just the first denomination that came into my head.
just rain 50s down on them.
Yeah.
I'd go to that Christmas.
But hold on a second. Did it? I mean, technically, it's almost like you paid them off to enjoy themselves because you gave
Because I
them
gave
gifts.
them gifts. It's
Yeah.
true.
So the only way you could get them together and enjoy each other's company is by giving them gifts.
Gifts or gifts?
Gifts.
Okay.
Let's see.
You could
I
also
mean,
give them animated gifts.
Yeah,
It's
you
true.
could.
I don't
You
think they'd
might be
appreciate
there.
it.
They don't appreciate them like us.
I would have given them that ninja girl from what episode?
The jiggling boobs.
Yeah, that one. So, what was your favorite gift that you received, Stuart?
God. I mostly got 49ers gear, so I'd have to say my little Orble, which is it's like a little tiny stuffed type teddy bear, except it's in the shape of an American football with a nose on the end of it. It's great.
I'm really glad you explained that, because when you said Orble, I had no idea what that was.
Is it Orble or Orbeez? Hang on, I have to see if I can find a picture for your references. But yeah, it's a teddy bear that's shaped like an American football. It has a little nose on the end of it, obviously, because otherwise you can't tell it's a bear. But But yeah, that was probably the best. That's probably the highlight of it all. How about you guys? What about you? What was the best thing you got?
I'm just reveling in the fact that the distinguishing factor of a bear is its nose.
From a football.
Well, otherwise it's a foot bear, really, isn't it? At that point?
My brother gave me Red vs. Blue season 13.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, now you can finally watch it.
Yeah. So that's what I'm going to do.
This was the first year that I really didn't get anything like games or movie-wise for the most part. And so I was like, oh, this is the year that I finally turn into an adult. But
It finally happened?
Wait, what?
Nothing. Go on.
I got cut off again. If you were talking, Joe, I'm sorry.
I'll cut this part.
Oh, God.
It got on again.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay. I don't know how. I'm just going to say that my favorite gift was the Red vs. Blue Ultimate Fan Guide book.
Yay!
Joseph.
I didn't get any Red versus Blue presents.
Well, get out.
Pretty much everyone got me clothing, which is
people need clothes. That's a good choice.
there is that point as an adult where you need clothing as a present and you appreciate it and need it gravely, and I'm not at that point anymore.
All you need are 2 pairs of shirts. 2 shirts.
So I appreciated the presents, but then my wife said, "I got you clothing," and then so did everyone else. I feel bad. But my dad gave me a gift card, and I used that to buy Magic cards. So there's that.
That's a gift to yourself, really. That's a gift to yourself, which is sometimes the greatest gifts come from what you find.
Thank you for that word of
So
wisdom.
essentially, you gave yourself magic.
Yeah.
I increased the magic.
Everything's I want.
Are we transitioning here, Alex?
Are we transitioning? I don't know.
Stuart?
I want to transition to a question I've wanted to ask for a week.
Go ahead.
Stuart.
Oh, yes.
He's dying. Who is still alive in Faster Than Light? Among
I'm sad to say the fact that no one made it out past Sector 2 of my... the Player 4 podcast crew was destroyed at the hands of a mantis ship and cut in half with a couple of laser beams. So unfortunately, the Player 4 podcast crew is dead as we know it in the FTL series. I have to remake the ship at some point.
But hold on a second. Did they die each individually one by one, or did they all die at once?
To be fair, the entire ship blew up in one catastrophic explosion.
So I suppose, Alex, you could argue that maybe your character was farthest away from the epicenter of the explosion.
Yeah.
What basically happened was I went up against a mantis ship. I was underpowered. And I somehow managed to get through the first 2 sectors of this game by basically just barely scraping through. But I'd always taken a path where I'd avoided like a store to repair myself or anything like that. I came up against the ship and I looked and I saw, oh, it's got a couple of lasers on it. I thought, oh, no problem. You know, I've got enough shielding. Forgot I was in an asteroid field. Asteroid field's hitting the shields, kind of took the shielding down, and yeah, they just sliced me to bits like a hot knife through butt. I was like, well, fuck. And ship explodes, and yeah.
No, my Player 4 podcast crew, it's in mini shards.
Well, it's been nice knowing all of you.
I do
46
that quite often.
episodes and we blow up in an asteroid field.
Yep, see you guys later.
I do that quite often though, where sometimes I will take friends that I have and I will put them in the game, and because sometimes it just sometimes gives the game a bit more meaning. Like if I try and keep the crew alive, I sometimes go through the extra effort. 'Cause it's like, oh, it's my friends, I've got to keep them alive.
I have a question.
Yeah, we just got completely decimated. What's up?
Who did you try the hardest to save?
Honestly, I just wanted the ship to survive first.
Got it.
Worry about the crew later.
I can get by with one crew member. It didn't matter which one of you survived. As long as someone survived, I would have been good. It didn't happen.
That's what we gotta do, Joseph. We gotta do Oregon Trail and name all the people on our caravan after us.
Can we do that as a stream?
Yeah, I don't think it'll take us very long to die of dysentery.
Speak for yourself.
What was the Let's Play version? They did one where some of the Funhouse crew came down, they watched it, and I gotta see if I can find that one. I don't think it was Oregon Trail. I think it was another version, or it was a version similar to it where they had like the zombies and stuff like that. It's like a zombified version.
Oh, there is a Oregon Trail with Zombies.
Is that really?
Because Akash the Car, who had a panel at RTX 2 years ago, did the music for it.
That's probably the one. That's probably the one I'm thinking of. That's probably the one I'm thinking of. I was about to say, no, the reason I went there like that is because I did the magic thing of somehow I had too much saliva. I just spat all over my mic.
I was just going to say that there was... Now I forgot it.
There was blank.
Oh, there was an RTAA that came out recently. You can hear in the background different Minecraft sounds.
Ooh.
Like at one point you
Easter
hear...
eggs.
You hear a door open and close, you hear somebody getting XP from mining, and then you hear a zombie because it was a story he told during a Minecraft video. If you're really paying attention.
I need to catch up on RTAA. That's one of the few ones that I've actually made an effort to catch up with.
You should subscribe to Hembro Hero because on
he's
YouTube
great.
because he does RTAA and Source, so you'll see the entire story.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good. He hasn't done that one, but he did the haircut one recently where Gus got his eyebrows trimmed without wanting it trimmed. Okay, so Stuart, we've been bringing up things related to it, but I wanted to know whether you saw the Christmas present that we made for the RT community last week, the thing that came out on Christmas Day.
The special video.
Yes, the special video.
I have, I believe one of my accounts retweeted it. I can't remember which one. I believe one of my accounts retweeted. I haven't had time, sadly, to watch the entire video.
I hope it's the account people can see.
What's that, sorry?
I hope it's not the private account that retweeted it.
I have no idea. I have to go back and check which one did it. I don't know. Both of my accounts follow the Player 4 podcast. It's hard for me to keep up with myself sometimes. I'm sorry.
Retweeting with a private account is like going in the closet and saying, I like the Player 4 podcast.
The closet's like, cool.
It's a bit like yeah, it is. Yeah, my bad.
Go ahead, Alex.
Well, yeah, it's hard for me to judge if I'm on the Player 4 podcast Twitter or if I'm on mine because we follow a lot of the same people. So I'm like, okay, crap. I have to check which one. Because I already made that mistake once where I posted as the Player 4 podcast. I wanted to tweet as myself.
Was that the tweet you sent to Stuart last week while we were recording and you were asking about FTL?
No. It was a different one that I tweeted, and then I saw immediately that was the Player 4 podcast because then it was just I get notifications wherever something happens with the Player 4 podcast Twitter, and so I was like, crap, and so I went quickly deleted it and posted it as mine. So I don't know, maybe you didn't catch it.
Quickly.
Because I deleted it as fast as possible and went to my account.
Alex, why are you sending naughty tweets from P4 podcast?
If it was a naughty tweet, I would have kept it because people like the Player 4 podcast and we talk sexy.
My sexy voice.
Sexy voice.
Well, Stuart, you need to watch the video that came out on Christmas because it is starring pretty much every person who's ever been a guest on our podcast ever. But what we did was we had a Google Doc on Christmas Eve morning. It took me like 2 days to set up all the quotes and get the Google Doc set up. And then we sat there together and just moved quotes around until we had something somewhat.
It was a fun morning.
It was fun. And you are a central piece of the beginning of it.
Yay!
It's like 60-70% coherent.
Yeah. I mean, it was just pretty amazing. And we got props from Rick Guerrero on that as well for making it somewhat coherent.
Yay!
But the plot starts off partially about Jenny's t-shirts and partially about you wearing t-shirts incorrectly.
Not incorrectly, just as pants.
As underwear, specifically.
I think it's just a wave of the future.
It is. And
It's only
then,
a matter of time.
because of you wearing them as underwear/pants, we had the pants party, and then people were bringing appetizers to the pants party. It went on from there. It was quite entertaining, at least to me.
The way this just sounded in my headphones, it made it sound like a fanfic at first. I was like, this is
It is kind of.
This is a weird.
It's a Stuart
I've got to
fanfic.
listen.
That's not creepy at all.
Your fanfic.
Alex, remember when I challenged you to the fanfic challenge?
Yes, I remember that, and there was no way I was going to do that.
But you never did the thing you're supposed to do if you refused the challenge.
I'm pretty sure I did.
Did you?
What was
Something about bacon, right?
Was it something
No.
about bacon, or was that the artist challenge?
The artist challenge had a thing about bacon.
What was it?
I participated in the artist challenge. That was years ago.
Yeah, that was when we were still getting to know each other. I was like, this guy plays D&D. Let's do the artist challenge. Here it is. No, you never did it. Because then a little bit later, I replied to my own post with an ellipse. Okay,
What was it?
I'm about to... It's loading. Hold on. It's a green hand pointing its finger towards you, and it says, I choose you for the fanfic challenge, and there's an asterisk, and there's small font text. So I'm going to bring it up so I can read it. It is loading. I'm hosting the call and trying to load a page, so you guys are going to start sounding like robots again. So it says, if you accept this challenge, we both have 1 week to write a Rooster Teeth fan fiction about the other, with 2 rules. Anything goes, including and especially awkward romance stories. And 2, the story must say PG and imply anything that would be considered otherwise. If you decline, you must instead come up with an anagram of my name, and you did not do that.
I could have sworn I came up with an anagram.
You didn't. And see, me posting that on your wall forces you to do something. You have to dance for my amusement.
No.
Uh-oh. Conflict.
There's a simple way of avoiding that, and that's ignoring.
Well, that's what you did, ultimately, so you win.
Ignorance is truly bliss in that case.
Yeah, well, I'm a dummy.
Why did you choose fanfic? I don't do fanfics.
Because I wanted to make an awkward fanfic about you.
Wow.
If you would have done the artist challenge, I would have done the artist challenge. But no, you had to do Tristan.
Well, maybe I'll challenge you to the artist challenge. I haven't steampunked you yet. I don't think I have.
No.
Stuart, did I ever steampunk you?
I don't think so.
I don't think I did. I'll have to steampunk both of you at some point. I did steampunk Tristan, and he actually went to the work of drawing me.
I steampunked the drawing of you, too.
That was pretty cool, because I was Steambeard at the time.
You were.
So anyway, Stuart, thanks for, in the clutch, coming through for me on 'Twas the Night Before Christmas last week.
That's right. It's not like I had anything to do that night. I got the message, and it was, yeah, can you do so? I was like, oh, no, that's right. I got the message while I was streaming. That was right. I was streaming. And I got the message pop up on my computer, and I went, oh, hey, Joseph messaged me. What's up? I was like, oh, hang on. I'll get back to him on that. Finish the stream, and I'm like, yo, what's up?
You know what would have been awesome is if you had recorded the last bit of the poem while you were streaming, because then instead of just putting your picture up, I would have put up whatever you were doing in the game.
I wasn't streaming FTL. I was, what was I doing? Call of Duty, I think it was. It was either Tomb Raider or Call of Duty. And yeah, your message came up on Twitter, and I was like, oh, you messaged me. I'm going to have to get back to him about that. And I was like, finish the stream. I was like, okay, I should really get message him. What's up? You're like, can you do this? I was like, it took me like 30 seconds. That's fine. Yeah, I'll do that for you. Yeah.
Yes, I shall do this.
I don't know. What was that?
I think that was his Nigel Thornberry.
That was my Nigel.
Oh, Elijah. Oh.
We're talking in different voices now.
I say.
Oh, look at me! You almost stopped.
Philip, look at me.
You definitely need to. You need to go watch the clip show because it is entertaining and it's got all kinds of stuff in there from different episodes. And the best part is sometimes you can't tell that the pieces weren't originally together. Like you think that a few quotes in a row were all from the same episode, but if you look at the script that we made, you actually see that it's like episode 2, episode 14, episode 42.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy.
I may actually
piecing it together. I was like, I put two quotes together, and I went, "Oh wait, I can't do that. They're both from the same episode." And of course, that sounds good together. And I looked at the source. I went, "Oh no, they're 30 episodes apart."
Like we had 3 quotes in a row about truncheons that were from 3 different episodes. In fact, there's the part where you're talking about beating the truncheon in his hand, and then Tristan said you can't wave your truncheon in the bowling alley, and then Grady says, "Is that against the rules?" And then Tristan says, "No, it's fine. Guests can wave their truncheons," and it's all 3 different episodes.
Fine, the guests can wave their truncheons. I don't want anybody's truncheon waving around on my show.
Yeah, I wouldn't like to wave a truncheon at a bowl alley. I don't want to get stuck in a ball for a start. Chuck the ball halfway down the lane. I'm still attached.
Oh God.
You might
get your truncheon stuck in the ball.
There's medication for that.
Yeah. I think it comes in a cream.
So how about that New Year's?
I'll be working. I won't have time to enjoy New Year's in any way. I'll be working tomorrow and working New Year's Day as well. So, just like every other day for me, sadly.
Well, you get to celebrate with us, because this is the episode that will come out probably New Year's Eve tomorrow.
Yay!
And you're celebrating it with us.
Yeah.
Yay!
Happy New Year, everybody.
Okay.
Happy New Year!
4, 3, 2, 1.
Yay!
Happy New Year! Okay, now you have to make it so that it releases. So at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, that's when the ball drops.
Wow.
What's Times Square?
No. I'm gonna go with no. I'm gonna pull an Alex and just ignore your request.
Tristan's going to be out of town for like the next 2 days, so I'm doing the video on this.
Yay! Giving extra work to Joseph is what I specialize in.
So what is everyone's resolutions for the new year?
Become more active in the RT community again.
That's
a good one.
Because, I
That
joined,
relies less on you and more on other factors.
I mean, I joined the Adopt a Newbie group on the community site. I'm hoping that will get me more active because I'll be actually helping newer people get into the RT community and all that. So,
Well, if you and your newbie hit it off, you can bring him on the podcast.
Newbie.
okay. Well, I mean, multiple
Or
newbies.
not, I
That's
guess.
just one. But a lot of people say that the newbies are like they ask a couple questions and then they're done. So it's not like many stick with you long term.
Tristan, what's your resolution for the next year?
My resolution for the next year?
Make one up and don't keep it.
Make one and don't keep it. Well, I mean, I've been doing a lot better with my diet and exercise, so I was going to try and, continuous improvement on that.
How about you, Stuart?
Oh, he's angry because mine's so boring and logical.
No, there's just nothing more to say. That's a good one.
There's I mean, in a way, there's two, and I don't know whether I'm going to take one more seriously than the other, or whether I'm just going to forget about both within about the first month or so.
Do you have one for each account on your Twitter? And one of them you're going to keep secret?
I wish. Yeah.
Or venting on the other one.
Yeah. Well, no, I suppose one is to do with the other one. One is to find a way to reduce stress in my life, because with work at the moment, because I'm second in command at the moment, because we haven't got an actual manager at the shop, I do a lot more admin and stuff like that than what I'm used to. And plus, I'm not exactly working with the most enthusiastic people in the world, so it's a case of, I do a lot more work than what I was used to, so I'm getting quite stressed quite a lot of times. So reduce stress. The other one's learn to cook. I never really actually cooked before anything more than like a bacon sandwich or a fry up. So it's just like I can do like a fry up, but I can't do anything more than that. And I'd like to learn how to like do proper fancy cakes and do like proper meals, and that would like teach me to eat healthier down the line. But it's just like learn to cook would be quite nice.
You just listed 2 foods that aren't going to be healthy.
Well, no, but hey! I didn't say I was going to eat healthy at first, but just learn to cook it properly would be better.
Yeah, I made mashed potatoes for my kids the other day, and it was just amazing.
Mashed potatoes so good.
Like, I didn't know where the measuring cups were. Since we've moved, I don't know where everything is. And so I approximated everything. So it was a little bit extra salt, a little bit extra butter, a little bit extra milk, and it was just really good.
Oh.
I find that cream cheese in the mashed potatoes is actually quite good.
I'd do that if I liked cream cheese. Plus, I don't think I would get my 5-year-old to eat cream cheese.
You can't even tell it's in there, like physically. You can't see it.
Oh, I'll be able to tell.
Yeah, you can tell.
You do it is you mix it in as you're mashing the potatoes. It all becomes one thing, and it just sort of flavors it a bit with the salt and the cheesiness.
You mix it in and it becomes a thing.
Yeah, it becomes a physical reality.
Yeah, it's a physical reality. Then you hug it, and you got mashed potatoes all over your shirt.
Oh, good job.
I mean, if you add cream cheese to mashed potato, is it a mashed cremato? No? Okay,
Yes.
fine. That was my bad.
Get out!
I was like, I was saying to someone the other day, I was in a Skype call with some other people the other day, and they're like, what's a really bad Batman joke? I said, did you hear about the time the Batman met a sheep? And they went, what? And I said, it was really bad, man.
Get out of here!
You can't see the look I just gave you, but it was equivalent to when my son does something really dumb.
You can't see it, but I'm shaking my head. Maybe you can hear the mic moving.
Yeah. Thanks, Grady.
You're welcome.
Stuart needs to watch the clip show before he gets most of this episode. My resolution is akin to Tristan's, just to continue the weight loss that that I started this year. I've lost about 15 to 17 pounds since just before RTX.
Yay.
Most of that was realizing that I'm wheat intolerant, cutting wheat from my diet, and then losing 15 pounds.
It's really difficult to cut wheat from your diet, so I'm really happy the fact that you actually managed to it's really difficult to cut wheat out of your diet when you actually consider how many of the products you eat day-to-day basis are actually containing wheat in some way.
Yes, you have to find a whole new product line of food that does not have wheat in it. It's usually like rice and that kind of thing. And it's not even cutting wheat to lose weight, it's cutting wheat because it made me sick. So there was a table reading in last week's episode of the actual P4 podcast. Did you hear it?
I did not.
Oh, you gotta watch all the videos that came out last week because
He's falling behind. You just have to watch all the videos.
yeah, you just need to watch all the videos.
Just start at episode 1 and just go from there.
Yeah,
Work your way up.
start at episode
Just
0.
the backlog all over again.
There is no episode 0. There will never be an episode 0.
There will be an episode 0 at some point.
I will dig a hole and I will bury Joseph in it.
I'm not episode 0,
with
Tristan.
episode 0 in it.
With episode 0.
Joseph does not equal episode 0.
I
That.
don't actually have a response to that.
No, the table reading was a scene from A Christmas Story.
Ooh.
We shot our eyes out and then we read the scene.
And you've got to watch it because it was basically a YouTube comment debate.
Okay.
I think I won.
I love giving you guys the hard roles because you just go all out on it. It's so great.
I know, that's what I'm noticing. I'm like, Joe likes to give Tristan and I like the major roles, I guess, because we actually do them decently enough that he's okay with it.
Stuff like that. I like readings and stuff like that. I've said on other people's podcasts in the past, if anybody offered me like a reading for anything like that, I'd be down to do it. Use my little British voice for something.
There might be something in the works that you would do some reading for, and also the next time you're on, I promise there will be a table reading. You name the next time you want to be on, you'll be on, and there will be a table reading waiting for you.
At some point, I can't remember the date now, but I think sometime in late Feb going into March, I think I have like 2 weeks off work entirely. I think I've put into like 2 weeks holiday. What? So I could do like recordings or readings or whatever. I'll be around for like 2 weeks. It'll be great.
We'll take full advantage of that, Stuart.
You know table readings.
No, it was a holiday.
You know table reads are a hit when we have multiple guests saying that they want to do table readings.
Yeah, he's been wanting to do one for a while. He can tell people, I'm not walking now, I'm on holiday.
Holiday. I came in just to contribute a voice.
I came in to hand you a letter. I licked the stamp.
We just got a letter. We just got a letter.
Gina's in the room. She walked in quietly to do something, but she can come over and say hi if she wants.
Is she doing her cartoon
before
sneak?
we're done with our episode? Gina, come say hi before we're done with the episode. Gina, say hi.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Gina.
Hello.
They're not saying hi back.
Hello.
I'm
Hello.
lying. They're
Wait,
saying
I'm lying.
I'm lying. Trolls of Pun Lap.
He's lying.
Why are we friends?
No.
Why are we
Whenever I
friends?
hear cartoon sneaking, someone say that, I just think of someone on their tippy toes going.
That's what she did?
That's exactly what she did with the sound effect, Alex. Good job.
Yay!
I could imagine all of a sudden I was like, Joseph just busting out a Gollum impression, be like, Thurn, everybody knows I'm the liar.
Are you evil Stitch now?
No.
He's Gollum.
It was like a Stitch Golem.
It did kind of sound like more like Stitch now that I think of it. Which Mary would love.
Leave now and never come back.
Like,
That's means Gollum in this interpretation with Stuart.
Now you're Smeagol with a lisp.
So he's Eagle.
Smeagol.
I think we're moving
Eagles
towards
like
the
go
end here.
shopping, bitches.
Yeah, I think so.
Stuart, do you want to say goodbye to the audience, but as Smeagol with a lisp?
I would love to say goodbye to the audience. Goodbye, everybody.
You ever notice that lisp is a word you can't say if you have a lisp?
Lisp.
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 Don't know. I can't be as bad as Jonathan Was. It's fine.
What the?
What the hell?
I
Is
died.
there a
from
TIE fighter in your house?
TIE fighters. Can you fly a TIE fighter?
What?
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
No!
I lost it when you said it was that TIE Fighter.
It's a favorite podcast.
It sounded like the sound of a TIE fighter flying.
They do have a weird noise when they fly by.
Yeah.
Sounds like somebody's screaming. Yes, the battle for the Republic is happening right near my computer.
How did you manage that?
It's like miniature. I'm swatting little TIE fighters away from the microphone.
You're swatting TIE fighters, so you're Space King Kong.
Yes.
It was Hoth that killed the beast.
Just call me Galacticon.
Galacticon.
Why was it Hoth that killed the beast?
I don't know. Well, it wasn't Beauty. That was...
Ouch, Tristan. Ouch, you just got called out.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm gonna fly.
I'm
over
not
to
Jack
England.
Black, so I suppose I can't use that line.